Today we're going to be talking about my Kindle. It was gifted to me for Christmas 9 months ago actually, so this is like my 9-month review, and I'm basically going to go over, I'm just going to share the pros and cons that I believe are true. Obviously I know everyone's got their own different feelings towards a Kindle, so it really does depend on what you kind of like, but I have a lot of people requesting this sort of stuff. I have someone at work who I literally talked into getting a Kindle and she is obsessed with it at the moment. Like, she keeps asking for recommendations, so this kind of led to this video. I'm also going to do a quick mention of the books I recommend. Yes, there is thousands. It's called Kindle Unlimited for a reason, because there is just an unlimited amount of books on there, and some of them might not be your genre, but this is just the type of books that I read. These aren't all of my favourites, there just are a few of them because I've read a lot of books on my Kindle this year. So I have always been, well, I have always had been a like physical book person. I was obsessed with the actual feel of the book, the smell of the book, the well, just having it as a trophy, and I still do like that, don't get me wrong, but I was surprised with how much I actually enjoyed having a Kindle. So I'm not a full Kindle girly, but I'm more leaning towards Kindles than I do with actual physical books at the moment. Yes, I do like the trophy. I do want to build my own like in-home library at some point. I am nowhere near that. I may have like nearly 100 books at home. That is it. And for like a physical library at home, you need 1,000 books. So I'm a little bit short. So I have the Kindle Paperwhite 11th generation, I believe it is, and I believe it's 8GB, the one that I've got. It's 8GB for me, because I am half Kindle and half physical book girly. It's perfect for me. I can download 15 books at a time, and 15 books is a decent amount. But if you are just a Kindle girly or a Kindle guy, you might need a bigger storage, just because obviously upstairs on my TBR I've got quite a lot of books, and I've also got this, so for me it's perfect because that's what, but if you're just a Kindle, you probably do need a larger selection. You need to download more than that, so it might be worth investing how many books you actually would read, because 15 books at a time is actually pretty damn good. I'm just going to continue on with that conversation. It is, I know you can download 15 books at a time, but that's not like throughout the month, that is just at a time. So say for example, you want to go to a library, you've got a library card, you want to check out say 16 books, and the lady at the checkout, she says, oh no, you can only check out 15 books at a time, but if you bring back these books next week, you can then take out another 15 books. So it's just at a time. So if you read one book, do not forget to return it to the Kindle Unlimited. It's exactly like a library, just think of it like that. Once you read a book, return it, then you can get another one out, then return it. 15 books at a time is pretty goddamn good, especially when you're going travelling. You don't know what books you want, so you go through, you can download a crap ton at a time, and then you've got them all downloaded. You don't need to wait for them to download, you don't need to like look through them all, they're just there, so you can just click on it and then it'll open up like a book. I'm gonna go into the pros and the cons part. So let's start with the pros. It is so easy to travel with. Look how thin that is. This is with obviously a flip case. I love that for myself, and it doesn't get damaged like books do. So like, have you ever, and if you do, it is a traumatic experience, where you will take a book on holiday with you and then the corner of the book pages, or it rips it up a little bit, or you get water on it, and it's so upsetting because you're like, I wish I looked after that better, and that doesn't happen with this, and I absolutely love that. It has backlighting, so a lot of girlies who read physical books will obviously read it at night time when you're in bed, you want to get comfortable, you want to get into bed earlier, you don't want to read with a big light on, and not a lot of girlies have a lamp next to them. So some girlies go on say Amazon and they get a book light. It's still kind of harsh. Yes, it's a book light, but say if the whole room's dark and you want to like chill out, it's still so bright. So you can actually change it, which I think is absolutely bloody amazing. So you can actually change the brightness and the warmth. So I was reading last night, so I have my brightness on 7, which is very minimum, and then I have the warmth at 4. So the warmth comes really handy, especially when it's like really sunny outside. It's nicer and more relaxing on your eyes. If you really want to, you can actually turn it up so it's really bright, and then obviously you can turn the warmth up to make it go really yellow, which I don't really like because I like it to be more like an actual book. You also have, I'll turn it up, you can also have dark mode, which turns it black and white, which is even better for your eyes. I don't like that. I like it where it's more like an actual physical book for myself, and that is just perfect. And it's touchscreen. The battery life on this is insane. It might take a few hours, like 2 to 3 hours to fully charge up, but you will not have to charge this Kindle for like another month/2 months, and that to me is flipping insane. So I don't read this every single day. When I read in a book, I do, but then obviously I swapped at physical copies, and the last time I charged it was just over a month ago, and it was only on 50-something%. I'm going on holiday, so I wanted to charge it fully just in case, and it literally is on, what is it on? 96%, and I charged it a week ago, and I've read a book and I'm on my next one. So it's insane how much the battery life just lasts. It's flipping mental. One of the things that I love about the Kindle is it actually tells you what page number and what percentage you have. So in the corner here, I have the percentage, which at the moment my current book says 12%, and then here is page 40. You can actually tap on the corner and it tells you how long left of the chapter, which if you're, say, on your lunch break at work or you're at night time and you're getting tired but you don't want to just stop mid-chapter, you can see how long. 3 minutes, yeah, I can do that. The one thing that I don't look at that part, but the one thing I look at is the time left in book. So it says here, like, this is not true because I was reading this at work, I'm on lunch break and I was talking to someone, so I wasn't fully paying attention to it. But it says I've got 6 hours and 56 minutes left of this book. So when you're coming to an end of the book, like me at night time, and it's cruising on to like 11 or 12 at night and it's a work night, I'm thinking, it's a bit long. But if my book tells me I've got half an hour left, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop right there. I have to at least finish it. It's just a nice little like target, like it's a goal in mind. Don't know if that's toxic, but it's a goal in mind and I flipping love that about it. And if you don't want anything on it, you can just click it again and it's blank. Sometimes if I'm reading a book and it's the beginning of the book and I'm feeling like the story's a little bit slow and I'm not getting through it as fast as I want, I'll take that on the way because I will be page counting. I'll be like, oh my god, but if you just get into the flow of it, you don't actually realise how much you're reading. And another good thing is at the top, it actually shows you the time, which is so important because you can't read until 4 o'clock in the morning when your alarm for work is at 6 o'clock. You need that time to be there. If you don't like all that sort of stuff, you can go in your settings, but I like the option because I change it all up. But the time, that remains there because I am obsessed with knowing the time when I'm reading. It's ridiculous. And last but not least is the best thing, and I want to redo it, but you can decorate your Kindle case. So you can get cases where they flip open, and when they do, it opens like a book. And that's what I like about that. And also it protects your front screen. This is just one that I found on Amazon. You can get, honest to God, loads. Just make sure when you're Googling them or searching for the cases that you put your actual make and model of your Kindle in, because I ordered this and it says, I think it was the Paperwhite edition, and it was the wrong size because there's different sizes for each generation type of thing. So just make sure you do that correctly. A lot of people have like the clay cases where they have the pop sockets at the back because you can just hold it like that. So I have to hold it like this. And holding it like that would just be so much better because you can click the page with your finger. That is like peak laziness and I'm wanting that. So this is just like a really chilled out one. It's getting a bit worn now, but I am thinking of getting like a plainer one. I still want this. It's like a book. I love it. It's protected. Everything about it. I like that sort of stuff. But I am going to get a pop socket on the back and I'm going to decorate it with stickers. I really want that for myself. I'm really excited. But the thing is, you're spoilt for choice because there's so many pop sockets out nowadays. There is so many stickers. You've got to think, are you a girly girl? Do you want girly stuff? Do you want to change it to like seasonal things? Are you into dark smut? Are you wanting it all one aesthetic? There's so much. So I don't have a split personality, but I like so many types of designs. I'm not settling for just one of them. So for me, I'm kind of struggling to decide which one I want. Etsy is insane. Absolutely insane for him. I have so many quotes on Etsy of sticker forms that I have added to my basket, and I will be getting them at some point when I obviously change my case. But it's insane. Like, honestly, it's there's so much to choose from. It's a little bit overwhelming. But yeah, that's one good thing I like about it, like you've got the choice. With the cons, I could only think of one, and yes, it might be a deal breaker for some people, but it's not a physical book. Some people are full on book girlies from day one. They just want the actual physical copy. They like the aesthetic of it, they like which I do, they like the weight of it, the smell of it, the feel of the pages, the look of the page, everything about it. You are a book girly, which is, I have nothing to say about that, but that is the only con I can think of. Like I was saying before, I did not want a Kindle. I did not think I was going to enjoy it, and I was never going to spend the money on it because the initial like purchase isn't really cheap. They are a bit on the pricey side of it, and then obviously you can get like the Kindle Unlimited side, which obviously adds more price into it, but the overall spend, I've saved so much money. It's insane. I have now developed this attraction to my Kindle. It's very heartfelt and I'm obsessed with it. But if you don't actually want a Kindle, you can read on your phone. If you get the Kindle app, you can then purchase Kindle Unlimited and then you can read it on your phone. So you don't actually need to buy this. I just much prefer it just because I think it's easy in my eyes. You can zoom into the text if you really want to. You can zoom out. The print goes absolutely tiny when you do that, which is weird. But when you zoom in, if you've got like eye troubles or it's at night time, you don't want to sit with your glasses on, you can just zoom in and it's just like designed for you. You can personalize it for your health. Bonus. So talking about Kindle Unlimited, it is a monthly subscription and I think the price has gone up, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's around £11 to £12 a month. But if you think of it, you can get books for like £9.99 to £15 just for one singular book, and you can read say like 15 books if you really wanted to that month. It's still going to cost you the same price. Yes, you don't have the physical what was I trying to say? You don't have the physical copy and the trophy, it's not there, but it's just really accessible for you to have it there and for so cheap as well. In the long run, I've read a lot of books on my Kindle and I've actually gone out to then buy the physical copy. Like for example, Twisted Love, I read it on here, bought it afterwards. Fine Print, read it on here, bought it afterwards. Red Queen, I bought this a long time ago and I haven't read it, but it's on here, so I'll end up reading it on here. And then Magnolia Parks, I bought this, then realised it was on here, then read it on here. Didn't I even touch this book. So once you are obsessed with a book on the Kindle, you will most likely go out and be like, oh, I love that book, I'll buy it. And you've already read it, you just want the physical copy. So if you're like me, that is what you will do, and in the long run it's a bit pricier, but can't really complain, can you? If you are wanting to get this or just the Kindle app, make sure you spend your time looking at them. Yes, it doesn't really matter if you download a book, don't like it, you can return it to the Kindle store, it's not an issue, but there is just so many books available, which I'll kind of go into like my recommendations now for you. Yes, I might not remember them all, but I will try to go through them now for you. Like I said, this is only a couple of them, so there's a lot more out there. Like I said, it's unlimited, but these are just the ones that I would recommend to you guys. I have a list in front of me of all the books I would recommend to you. So the first one is actually, I've got all the physical copies, but you can read it online, is the Dreamland's Billionaires series. This is actually by Lauren Asher. This is incredible. As you can tell, I've also annotated the physical copy and obsessed. I love that. We also have Zodiac Academy by Caroline Peckham. That one, there's a lot of books in that series, like a lot of them, but a lot of people rate highly of it. It is a little bit of a romance, but at the same time it's a bully romance, but it's also about like zodiacs, and if you are born in a certain month you have certain powers type of thing, and it's all in like order, so there's the most powerful, then there's the least powerful. It's really cool. Chestnut Springs, obsessed with Chestnut Springs. That is written by Elsie Silver, and cowboy-esque, loving it, obsessed. There's 3 of them. I think the 4th one's coming out soon, but each one has a different like trope type of situation. Yes, obsessed. Like, guys, if you want like a happy read, something that's really easy and chill, where it just makes you like content, read that. The Cat and Mouse duet series, that is the Haunting Adeline one, by H.D. Carlton, and blooming heck, guys, obsessed. That one is insanely dark bully romance, which I didn't think I'd like, but yeah, I would reread that because chef's kiss. The same person who did this, Lauren Ashley, she actually also did the Dirty Air series, and I was never really into F1 driving, sports driving. I like bikes, I'm more of a bike person, so I do watch that sort of stuff, but cars, not really. Ever since reading these books, I have been obsessed. Lauren Ashley has a way with words, and it just makes you want to turn the page again and again and again. Lynn Painter has multiple books, like honestly multiple books, but the one that I was obsessed with that made me actually want to start reading her is Better Than the Movies. On my Goodreads, I actually rated it a 5 out of 5, and my reasoning to why was, can I rate this 15 out of 10? I think I cried multiple times in that book, but not like upset cried. It was like I was so extremely happy at this book, I didn't know how to release my emotions, so I was reading it, bawling my eyes out as if it was a bad book. Flipping hell, I am obsessed with that. So Lynn Painter, congratulations. The Twisted series, right, I actually do have the books of these ones. It's immense. Like Anna, is it Huang? Not sure. She is fabulous. She is really good with the words. I absolutely love her. She's really, really good. There's basically a group of 4 girls, because it's a 4-book series, and each book is about a certain girl and then certain guys, and each book is a different trope. Love it. It's more like yes, it is smutty, but it's the younger side, so they're probably like my age, like 24 roughly. Then we have the Magnolia Parks books. These are big books, as you can tell. They're kind of sizey. They're not immensely thick, but they're just bigger pages. I have all of these books in physical copies because I think that honestly speaks for itself. Love that. But Jessica Hastings, this book I was obsessed with. At the same time, it really pissed me off just because of the romance side of it. So this is not a bully romance, but they're just so toxic for each other that they're obsessed with each other, and I don't know how it works, but it just does. There's 4 books of her. The 5th one is coming out soon, I believe, but yeah, you can get those on Kindle. I have never read any of those physical copies. They've all been on my Kindle. I just like the trophy because they're really nice to put in your the spine. They're just nice looking books, nice and simple. Love that. By a Thread by Lucy Score. So Lucy Scott has a lot of books on Kindle Unlimited, like a lot of them, but By a Thread is the one that made me, it was like an introducer book to her, and it is a thick book. I think it's like between 500 and 600 pages, and I read it so quickly. I read it within 2 days. Like, I was obsessed. I really want that physical copy. Like, I need that trophy in my bookshelf. But yeah, she's really good at that sort of stuff as well. Love that. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot more, but I can't think of any. But yes, guys, so overall, would I say Kindle physical, like getting the actual Kindle and the Kindle Unlimited is worth it? Yes, I really, really would. People search by books on here. Like I said earlier, it's slow and it's in black and white, or white and black. But you can download the Kindle app on your phone, and it's better to do your research there because it works better because it's obviously connected to your phone and it's in colour. And it just helps. Like, it's more aesthetically pleasing. If you do want to start looking for books and downloading them, you can't download them on here or your Kindle app. You need to actually go on Amazon. I'll put the link up here and I'll also put it down below. It's like a weird funky way of doing it, but it's just easy to do it that way. You don't have to faff around and it's just straightforward. But yeah, guys, would I recommend a Kindle? Yes, I would. Just give it a try. Like, you don't have to buy this, just download the app and just get like a free trial. Usually they offer, if you sign up for a Kindle, they will offer you 2 to 3 months free, and then you can always like cancel after that, so it's just worth it. Just give it a try, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye, guys.